You may have noticed, and we did actually say earlier on in the video clips, that some markets move in tangent. There is an economic reason for that. You will find that gold and silver, pretty much if one goes up, the other goes up. If one comes down, the other goes down. The FTSE and the DAX, and most of the time the US indices like the Nasdaq, the S&P 500, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the Russell, if one goes up in the general, they all go up. There is an economic reason as to why some markets act like this. Basically, let's talk about wheat, grains and oats. Now, these are quite similar commodities. If you had oats laid on a table and wheat laid on a table, they're pretty much the same, not the same thing, but they are similar. They share similarities. If the price of oats was to absolutely shoot up, then what people would do is they would buy the next thing. The next best thing would be wheat. So if oats shot up, there'd be less people buying oats and more people buying wheat, which means oats start to lag a little bit and there's more of a demand for wheat. So wheat starts to come up. And this is why markets pretty much move in tangent. If gold shot up and silver stayed quite low, then people would say, right, gold's getting expensive now, but silver's the next best thing. So let's start putting money in silver. And then people would stop buying gold and silver would rise. And this is why markets move in tangent, because if someone sees gold go up, they accept that silver should go up. So then they start buying silver. And what you often find is sometimes you get a leader. With European indices, the German DAX seems to be the leader because Germany has a very good economy. They have some very big and important companies. Now, if these big and important companies are going up and showing strength, it gives confidence around Europe. So people from America might see what's happening in Germany and think, well, let's buy some shares in some English stock. And then what will happen, they'll see Germany going up, the big blue chip companies, and they will buy the next best thing, which would be perhaps big blue chip companies in the UK. So some indices actually lead others. And in America, the Dow Jones Industrial Average seems to be the leader. Some might argue the Russell as well. And the reason for that is some of the companies in the Dow Jones are big blue chip companies. If they are showing signs of strength, it gives more confidence and people are more likely to buy the other smaller companies. It's the same with the FTSE 100 and the FTSE 250. The FTSE 100 looks like it wants to go down and is getting sold aggressively, then people won't be buying the FTSE 250, which are slightly smaller companies. They would be selling as well. So the FTSE 100 could lead the other companies within the FTSE 250. So it always pays to know what one is the leader and which ones are laggers. We have been told as well that palladium seems to be a leader for the precious metal markets, and a few times we've actually seen on weekly charts palladium will move down before gold does. So palladium will move down one week and then gold will do that the next week. So stay tuned on that, the price movement of palladium, if you are a precious metal trader.